Hey, good morning. I know it's going on noon now, but the only time I seem to record these things is when I look like absolute fuck pie. I mean, I don't look good to begin with, but I seem to record these things after you know, you know, working at midnight, working 4 a.m. I'm just waking up. So I worked at midnight last night, and I'm exhausted. So seems to be the only time my brain slows down long enough for me to get 5 minutes to record one of these. So anyway, uh, I was got to bed around 5:30 this morning, and around 8:30 I start hearing Charlie banging around in her closet. I'm like, man, she should be in school by now. And so I get up around 9 o'clock, kind of lumber up, and turns out that Charlie wasn't in her closet. It was GJ getting some hangers and stuff. But then I come downstairs here and I log on so that I can work. But I mean, I'm going to be in and out all day mentally. An old dirty T-shirt on. And I'm in my basement, which I put a ceiling kind of together. I just took old panel sheets and left them exposed screws so that I could get to it if I needed for the electrical or plumbing access. But when they walk on the upstairs floor, I can hear them. So, the kids are working. So Tree is watching the little one and Oliver while Charlie's in school. And around 10 o'clock, I'm sitting down here and I just hear bum, 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 back and forth, back and forth, probably for a good 10 minutes. And that's 10 minutes of actual time, not exaggeration time. It was a legitimate long time. And it's just, oh no, at 10 o'clock we go for a run. And they just run around the house. And they have a good time. And, I'm going to miss those little things. As you know, we're packing up. We're gearing up to move into separate houses, which, it's good to have the multi-generational household, but I'm a difficult person to live with. And I think I know I've gotten infinitely better over the years. But I'm still kind of a jackass. But it's more important that GJ has he's a man of his own castle, not living in the same castle as another. It's important. Anyway, where am I going with this? So the grandkids thing, I'm gonna miss that. We got Penelope on the way. I got Oliver banging around all night, all day, and then Charlie every night before I go to bed. I generally go upstairs around 10. She's in bed by 9 on school nights, and her door's closed, but she doesn't know it. But every night, I give her a little, blow her a kiss on her door, and I say some kind of version of, good night, kid, but I throw in, artistic child or, healthy child or a happy child, and I just throw something in. It's just something I do. As I pass by her door, I say good night, and I walk by, say it quietly under my breath. She doesn't know. I don't know what that is, how it started, or what, but I'm gonna miss not walking by Charlie's door. Even when she's got her preteen angst and doesn't want anything to do with us, it's kind of nice. I don't know what's gonna develop with Penelope, but I'm sure there'll be something. We don't live far from each other, and it's gonna be really nice to have my grandkids close by. I didn't realize how much I'd enjoy being a grandpa. The opa. 5 minutes ago, I was kicked out of upstairs. They got lunch and told me to come upstairs, get some lunch. I came down, logged back into my work computer. I'm probably going to doze back off now for an hour or two. But I'm sitting upstairs, and Teresa puts on the lullaby music, and Oliver grabs everybody by the hand, grabs mommy, and then grabs her by the hand and pulls her out to the threshold, pulls her out of the room, runs back into the room, grabs daddy, pulls him out of the room. Then he looks over at me because I'm never home during weekday nap time. He looks over at me and Just like in his brain affirms, oh yeah, this guy too. He walks over and grabs me by the hand. He says, "Opa, opa." He comes and he drags me, and I drag me out of the room. It's nap time, and that's his snuggle time with grandma. And get out of the room. This is time for me to go night night. And it's just adorable, man. How do you not love stuff like that? So, all right, I'm gonna go back to sleep. Uh, it was a good night last night. Got a lot done. Uh, Sometimes it's nice. Being a manager's nice. You know, I like doing what I do, running my crew. Sometimes it's nice to get out there in the trenches and do the work. Uh, it's reaffirming that I still have it. So I don't know if I ever had it. All right. Anyway, old tired grandpa loves his grandkids. Tired, going to bed. Thanks, guys.